Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be showing you how to make this tasty Nigerian party stew recipe. So if you're interested to see how I make my party stew, keep watching and don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. So let me introduce you to the ingredients and let's get started. Okay guys, so here I have my chicken already cut up and washed, and you can use more depending on the quantity of party stew you are making. To season the chicken, I'll be using 2 green long chili peppers, which is totally optional. I've got 1 whole nutmeg. You can also use nutmeg powder. I've got some bay leaves. I've got 3 chicken seasoning cubes, 2 medium-sized red onion. I've got some salt to taste. I've got some ginger and garlic paste, curry powder, dry thyme, and rosemary. You will need some oil to fry, and this is sunflower oil. You can also use vegetable oil. For my tomato pepper blend, I'll be using 6 cans of blended plum tomatoes. You can feel free to use the fresh ones, and each of these cans contains 800 grams. As you can see, they are plum tomatoes, so I highly recommend plum tomatoes for this party stew. I'm also going to be using Derica, and this particular one contains 400 grams. You can use the bigger one depending on the quantity of party stew you are making. Over here, I've got 4 big red bell peppers. I've got some Scotch bonnet peppers. You can feel free to add more, add less, depending on how spicy you want the party stew to be. I've got 3 medium-sized onions, which I'll be blending with the tomatoes. I've got 1 head of garlic. I'm going to be blending everything up. I've got 1 big red onion bulb, which I'll be frying with the stew. And I've got 1 whole root of ginger. I'm going to be blending everything up. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do is to blend this up and I'll be right back. Okay, so here I have my tomato pepper mixture all blended up. I'm just going to steam this up until it dries up completely, and you can also do this a night before. Okay guys, so my tomato pepper blend has dried up completely, so let's begin with the cooking process. Okay, so here I have my chicken transferred to the pot already. To that, I'll be adding in some dry thyme. So next, I'll be adding in some rosemary, and I wonder why Ducros brand don't have rosemary, like, I don't know. Next, I'm adding some curry powder. Next, I'll be grating in 1 whole nutmeg, and remember you can also use nutmeg powder. Alright, so I'm done grating, and I just have this one left, and I think it's okay because I don't want to grate my fingers. At this point, I'll be adding some salt. Three chicken seasoning cubes. It is 2 in 1 in the pack, so here I have 6 cubes. Next, I'll add in my washed bay leaves. Alright, so at this point I'll be adding in my 2 chopped medium-sized red onion and my 2 green chili pepper or serrano pepper. Lastly, I'll be adding in my ginger and garlic paste, but first I'm going to be diluting with water because I want it to go around the chicken. I won't be adding water at this point. I'm just going to cover this up and allow it to cook down on a low heat for at least good 15 minutes. Okay guys, welcome back. So this has been cooking for exactly 15 minutes on a low heat. At this point, I'm going to be adding in some water. Okay, so now I'm going to give it a stir. I will cover and allow to cook down on a medium heat for additional 15 minutes. Yes, this time on a medium heat. I think I forgot to mention earlier while I was introducing the ingredients. What I have here is a combination of hard and soft chicken. So I'm going to let this cook down for additional 15 minutes, then I'll be right back to take out the soft chicken. You don't have to combine the both chicken. You can just use only hard chicken for this recipe. Okay guys, so I'm back to take out the soft chicken, but if you are using only hard chicken, then just ignore this step and cook down this pot for at least good 45 to 55 minutes. Okay, so here I have all the soft chicken taken out. I'm just going to set this aside, cover back the pot and allow to cook down for additional 20 minutes because hard chicken does take a lot of time to cook and you really want to cook down this chicken properly. The hard chicken is ready after a total of 55 minutes and I have taken it out from the stock, so let's proceed to the next step. Now in a clean dry pot, add in enough vegetable oil to deep fry the chicken. I'll be throwing in 1 whole onion to this oil. It is totally optional, but it does infuse a lot of onion flavor to the fried chicken. Now once the oil heats up, add in the chicken and fry until they are golden brown on each side. So now the chicken are ready and as you can see they are all nice and golden brown. I'm just going to take them out from the oil and place them on a paper towel. Okay, so the second batch is ready as well. I'm going to take them out from the oil and I'll repeat the same process. Alright guys, so I'm done frying the chicken and now we are ready to make our patty stew. So this is the same oil we used to fry the chicken. I have gone ahead and strained it because it has a lot of particles in it. It is totally optional, you don't have to strain yours. Now just add the oil according to the quantity of stew you are making. So now we are going to let the oil heat up. So once the oil heats up, we are going to be seasoning with some thyme, some rosemary, curry powder, some freshly grated nutmeg. You can also use nutmeg powder, 1 chicken seasoning cube, and we are going to stir this in on a medium heat for like 30 seconds. Once that process is completed, add in the sliced onions and fry for 2 to 3 minutes. So once that process is completed, add in your tomato paste and fry for between 5 to 7 minutes to get rid of the tangy taste. At this point, add in your tomato pepper blend, stir to combine and fry on a medium heat for between 40 to 55 minutes or until you see the oil floating on top, and stir frequently to avoid burning. So once the stirring process is completed, cover up the pot to avoid the stew from splashing all over the place, and remember, stirring frequently to avoid burning. Okay guys, welcome back. So this is about 30 minutes of stirring this stew off camera. I'm just going to stir, cover and allow the stew to fry for additional 15 minutes and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so in total this stew has been frying for 55 minutes and as you can see it is properly fried. The oil is floating on top, and guys, at this point my kitchen smells so delicious. Like, the aroma in here is something you don't want to mix. Okay, so at this point I'm just going to go ahead and add in my chicken stock, and I have gone ahead to strain the stock to get rid of the spices. Okay guys, so I always like to strain my stock to get rid of all those spices we added when we were cooking the meat, because those spices or seasonings has already infused in the stock, so we don't need them anymore. But it is totally optional if you don't want to strain yours. So at this point I'm just going to give this stew a good stir, and if the consistency is okay, then I won't be adding any water. The consistency is okay for me, so I won't be adding any water to this, but if you think it is too thick for you, please go ahead and add in more water. Alright guys, so at this point I'm just going to go ahead and add in my remaining nutmeg, add in some curry powder, 3 chicken seasoning cubes. Now I won't be adding more rosemary or thyme to this because the one I used to season the oil and the one we used to cook the chicken is okay for me, because like I said earlier, I always like my stew to, you know, come out spotless. But you can go ahead and add more rosemary or thyme to yours if you prefer. So now I'm just going to give this a good stir. After stirring, I'm going to be testing for seasoning and correct if needed. Alright guys, so I don't need to add more seasoning. I'm just going to go ahead at this point and add in all our fried chicken. Okay, so I'm just going to stir the chicken into the stew, and I will cover and allow to cook down for at least 10 to 12 minutes on a medium heat so that the chicken and the stew can get to talk to each other without any disturbance. Our party stew is ready and you all are invited to the party. Like, you got to hurry here if you don't want to miss out on this stew. Alright guys, if you're a new subscriber, you're highly welcome to Tasty City. Thank you so much for subscribing. And if you are yet to subscribe and you've watched this point, please take a moment to click on that red button there that says subscribe. And when you are done, click on the bell sign. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. I want to say a big thank you to you all for watching. Stay safe until I come your way next time with another delicious recipe. Bye for now.